Good morning, Amphi students. We're happy to have you back. This is our weekly announcements. And since we last had announcements with you, a lot has changed. Actually, the day you got the announcements, really our whole world has changed. As you know, we've been closed up to this point due to the coronavirus. And really the reasons for that is just the health and safety of our students, our teachers, and the Tucson community. Since then, the governor has closed schools for the rest of the school year. And so, unfortunately, that means we are not going to have everybody back in our school for this school year. That does not mean, though, that the school is closed. We are still doing school. It just now has shifted online completely and for the rest of the semester. Last week, you guys did a great job figuring out how to get online and how your online classes work, either through Google Classroom or some of you are working on Alex, Edgenuity. Maybe you had some Zoom classes that you were doing with your teacher. However last week worked, the point of last week was getting you used to the different ways that online learning could work, figuring out how to log in. Really what I want to encourage you to move to these really the next 6 weeks that we have school. This is our new normal. This is the way we are going to do school for the rest of the school year. Get into routines now is what I would encourage you to do. Just like school has different parts of the day and different periods, you want to start structuring your day so that you are maybe doing different assignments or different subjects throughout each day and then obviously through the week. Classes are very much project-based. You have an assignment that you need to work on or finish by the end of the week. Schedule time to get that done. This is a little bit of a taste for you, especially you seniors, in what college is going to look like. Juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, I think it's safe to say that as we start next school year in 4 or 5 months, you're going to have more online learning that you are going to be involved in. So really learn how this works because this is going to be our normal school for the rest of the school year. And this will be a lot of how you will be functioning in school, whether you go to college next year or back to Amphi High School next year. You will be doing more of this, I can guarantee, in the future. So really kind of get yourself into routines. The next 6 weeks of school are important that you stay engaged, that you stay involved in your classes, and that you're participating. Your teachers are working through issues now of on their own routines, but also we have to start looking at grading. We have to start looking at how this builds to the end of the year with possibly finals and things like that. So your involvement is one of the ways teachers know that you are serious about school, that you are serious about their class and involved in the class. So stay involved, stay checking in, and get used to those new routines. You're going to hear about some things that we're going to do next week to get you more resources from the school. We checked out over 300 Chromebooks last week. You will hear from Ms. Gindt on how we can get more of those out. You also have a need for books and calculators and maybe class notebooks. You're going to hear from Mr. Humphreys about that. And I know most important of all, you have stuff in your lockers. Super important, top secret stuff in your lockers that Ms. Arffa is going to talk to you about. So I'm going to pass it off to Mr. Humphreys, who is going to tell you about how to get additional instructional materials from the school. Mr. Humphreys.
Hey Panthers, Mr. Humphreys here. First of all, we miss you on campus and we are excited for kind of this next venture of our school year. Hopefully you're all staying healthy and engaged in your classes. A couple things I want to talk to you about today. The first one is as we dive further into the online learning, there are some of you that are going to need instructional items from your classrooms, things like textbooks, notebooks, calculators. Be looking for an email from your teachers, letting you know what supplies it is that you're going to need in addition to what you've already been handed out. Next week, we're going to start passing those items out based on each day is going to be a different grade level. So expect an email from Mr. Lanza outlining some of that information. Once you get that email, I'll be the main point in contact for those supplies as you're ready and you need them. So you can follow through with that with any of those additional instructional supplies. The other thing that we're going to start doing is collecting some of the work you've been working on so far. So next week in the Loop area, there's going to be a drop-off spot for your work. We do ask as you turn in work, please keep it in the same envelope that it was sent to you in through the mail. And if you don't have the same envelope and something similar to that, and on the outside, please have your name and the names of your teachers that the work is for, so you can get that to them as quickly and orderly as we possibly can. And then the last note I have for you is all student athletes, whether it be at the spring, winter, or fall sport that still have uniforms out there, there is already a drop-off point in the loop. It's available 10 to 1. And that'll be continuing next week as well. We do ask that when you bring your uniform, put it in a bag, have your name either on the outside or the inside of the bag, so we can get that washed and put away as well. So again, if you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to me directly, and we'll help you in any way that we can. That's all the info I have for you today. Hope you're all doing well.
Hi, Panthers. This is Miss Arffa. In just a minute, I'm going to talk to you about how you're going to be able to get your belongings out of your lockers, which I know you're very interested in. But first, last week, I asked you to please email me or call me and leave a message on my voicemail with any questions that you may have. And you did just that. I got over 100 phone calls and emails last week, and I've been compiling them into a list that we're going to put out just as soon as we can, called Frequently Asked Questions. At this time, we don't have the answers to all of your questions, but we are working on it. So rest assured, as soon as we have the answers, we will be putting out some information to you so that you know where we're going for the rest of the year in terms of all of your questions. Let's talk about your belongings in your lockers. So again, we're going to be having a procedure so that you can come and get your things next week. We're going to do that following a schedule. Seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, you'll see that schedule come out. So keep checking our web pages and our voicemails and our emails that are going out. What I need from you in order to save you time on the loop is for you to email me or leave me a voicemail of your name, your ID number, and then I need to know what it is you need me to get. If you have something in a PE locker, make sure I know it's a PE locker. If it's your hallway locker, I need to know that. I'll need to know your locker number, and I'll need to know your combination. So again, your name, your ID, your locker number, and your combination, and whether it's your hallway locker or your PE locker. And we will do our best to bag up all of your belongings, have them at the curb for you, and save you time. If I don't have that information in advance, I'm still going to send people to go get your stuff, but it's just going to take a little bit longer. So I ask for your patience. You may have to wait a bit longer. So I really encourage you, send me your information by email or voicemail before you show up to the curb. Ms. Gindt?
Hi guys. So at this point, majority of the students who have needed Chromebooks have come down and gotten those. So that was really wonderful. We had a really good time getting to see student faces from our 6-foot distance in the car. So it was really refreshing to see those of you who came down. But we do have a small group of students who are still in that group, meaning you have internet at home, but you don't have access to a computer. And so we want to make sure that we can reach you and get you engaged in your online learning with your teachers. So we are opening some time for that group of students to come down to pick up their Chromebooks still next week. Well, technically starting today. So it's Monday today through Friday, and the hours are still the same. That's 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, right there on the loop. When you arrive to school, you see the booth attendant, you greet them, say hello, you should make sure you have your ID, and you let them know that you are there to pick up a Chromebook. That small group of you should have received a phone call either on Thursday or Friday, just kind of reminding you, hey, we still have a Chromebook here for you. Encouraging you to come down sometime this week, Monday through Friday. So that's through the end of the week, which is April 10th. If you have any questions or anything that you need answered in regard to a Chromebook, please go ahead. You can also give me a call, or you can shoot me an email. Email is going to be faster, of course, but I will be checking my voicemails as well. If you guys have any questions, shoot those emails. Bye.
All right. There we go. Now I'm on. So that was a little summary of some new things here at Amphi High School. The schedule for next week, actually for this week, starting today, Monday, April 6th, seniors will be able to start picking up items today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, April 7th, 11th graders will be the ones picking up items. Wednesday, April 8th, 10th graders will be picking up items. And Thursday, April 9th, 9th graders pick up items. On Friday, April 10th, we will open it up to all grade levels. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, be sure you're coming to your grade level day to pick up items. Items, again, would be instructional items that Mr. Humphreys may need to know about, locker items that Ms. Arffa may need to know about, and possibly still Chromebooks that Ms. Gindt would need to know about. So please contact the correct person. Look on our webpage for the letter if you do not get it. It'll outline the times. You've got 6 weeks left, Panthers. Let's stay online, let's stay engaged in those classes, and stay safe as we go through our last 6 weeks of school. And as always, be respectful and responsible day at school. We'll see you. Bye.